Hey guys, welcome back to Super Dating Bros. It's getting dramatic as hell. So just to get you all caught you bullet up, where we're at right now.
I took that
I'm Jirard, by the
cat. I'm Alex, by the way.
Yeah, we got the cat, the pumpernickel, and we are bowing out of the Normal Boots race so that
Gerard can have a cat.
So that I can have the pumpernickel, but I haven't been given it to you yet. And so Hana is now telling the boys, Chris, something I forgot. I never forget. Look at that fucking face. There we go. Good. So now we're breaking to the news of the boys that we're dropping out of the race.
Right.
So go ahead, take it away, Alex.
I have a new theory about what Gerard's doing.
What am I doing?
You're folding cranes.
Wow.
That's what I fucking think you're doing.
Dang, look at this man.
That's what I fucking think.
All right, go for it.
All right. Hey, guys. Can I talk to you about something?
Sure. What's up? What's up? Sure. What's up, Hana?
There was no good way to say this. I had to rip off the Band-Aid. I'm not going to compete in the tournament.
What? Why the hell not? Blah! We only have a week left. Why are you doing this now? Couldn't you have told us sooner? Why are you leaving?
I can't say why.
You can't say why. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm really, really, really sorry.
My god, she's serious. No. I don't want to hear it, Hana. I really don't. No, Just go,
I nodded and turned away, shoulders hunched. This wasn't what I wanted, but it was worth it if I could give Gerard Princess Pumpernickel. I just had to keep thinking of Gerard. I shut the door behind me, blinking tears from my eyes. There it was. The hardest part was over. I opened up my locker and pulled out Princess Pumpernickel, staring at her plump features and increasingly sadistic smile. No, she was worth it. She was worth this. Sometimes people had to make sacrifices for the people they loved. That was just the way the world worked. Right now, Gerard's dream was more important than some stupid tournament or joining some stupid club. Gerard's dream and happiness were more important to me than what? Than my own? No, that was silly. Anyways, the decision was already made. There was no point to wondering this. I wanted to go straight to Gerard's room and try to give him Princess Pumpernickel, but as far as I knew, Shane would also be there. There was no way I was going to risk running into Shane, not after what I just told him. Instead, I headed straight for the dorms. I could give Gerard the figure the next day during lunch and it would be no worse for wear. Besides, with the mood I was in, I would just drag Gerard's happiness down. Every minute I had Princess Pumpernickel out in the open was a moment of buzzing anxiety. I ran up the stairs as quickly and carefully as I could, holding the box by my fingertips so my sweaty palms wouldn't damage the sides. To my great surprise, I made it to my room without incident. In fact, there was nobody even around to make a mess of things. I pulled out my keys and opened the door in the silence of the hall. Yay! Yay! I made it! I made it! Thank goodness. Mai wasn't around, so I set Princess Pumpernickel on my desk and quickly took off my bag and jacket. She was probably at practice or something. With my arms free, I stood in the middle of my room and spun around. There had to be a good place to put Princess Pumpernickel. One where she wouldn't be in danger of Mai's tendency to flip her hair immediately after washing it, or of Mai's inability to eat ramen without spraying detriment everywhere. Oh my god. A shelf built into the wall above my desk caught my eye. Perfect. I pulled out my desk chair and very carefully removed a statue of a waving cat and a blossom-shaped incense burner from the top. Then, just as carefully, I grabbed Princess Pumpernickel and placed her in the center of the shelf. There. That wasn't too eye-catching, right? I wouldn't notice her. I leaned back, squinting. But as I did, something caught on the edge of my left sleeve. My arm was caught in front of me, and in an effort not to lose my balance, I swung up backwards, arms pinwheeling in the air. And then it happened. As I pulled my sleeve away from the shelf, the nail it was caught on came with it. The shelf tilted slightly to the side, and then the left half swung towards the floor. The objects tumbled from the sky in slow motion. My arms, still attempting to catch my balance, didn't respond quick enough. I grabbed for Princess Pumpernickel, but ended up nabbing a small plastic frog in my hand. No. I stumbled off the chair into the broken, shattered mess that was originally some of my most priceless decorations. Princess Pumpernickel was still contained safely in her box. A jolt of hope shot through me as I lifted her up. The edges were dented, the plastic scuffed, sure, but the box was replaceable. As long as Pumpernickel herself... No. A small hairline fracture ran across her neck. I gently shook the box and her head slid across her body. Princess Pumpernickel was decapitated. I set the box gently back on the ground. Laughter bubbled up in the back of my throat, but what came out was more of a strangled sob. This one thing. I just wanted to do this one thing! I grabbed the pillow and flung it across the room, not sure whether I wanted to curl up in a ball and cry or go beat the crap out of something. I couldn't do anything right.
Hana, are you in there?
Can this guy fucking teleport, or like, what's the deal?
Hana, are you in there?
He just knows when Hana has like emotional apexes.
That's how I roll, dude.
Gerard, is that you?
Are you okay?
I attempted to muffle my sobs, wiping my face clear of tears, and stood to get the door. Wait. Princess Pumpernickel, what would he do if he saw I destroyed her? One of 3 copies in the world. He would never forgive me. Hang on. I dragged all the debris from my collapsed shelf into a pile, then glanced around for a place to put it.
Hana, what's going on?
He seemed really frantic, but why? I couldn't put the stuff in the trash without leaving scraps behind, nor could I push it under my bed. Finally, I grabbed a blanket and tossed it over the pile, poking at it until it looked like maybe it was some kind of quirky decoration.
Hey, Hana. Please, I just want to talk to you. I'm worried.
He was worried about me? The thought was so funny I almost started to laugh. For some reason, when I cried, I was also much more likely to laugh. I cleared my throat and peered in my mirror. My eyes were only slightly pink, my nose running just a little. He wouldn't notice, right?
Hana!
I'm coming!
Hold on. Roll this back, Alex. Roll it back a little bit. A little too much. Fraser, turn up the volume. I want you to hear this, Alex. All right. Go ahead and click through. Okay. Play back that sound clip again one more time. You hear the knocking?
Yeah.
Play it again, Fraser. Or play it again, Alex.
Dun 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 dun.
Listen to it one more time. One more time. What is it?
What is it? Is it dun 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 dun?
No. It's even easier than that. Do it again.
Is it dun 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 dun?
Yep.
Hilarious.
My knock is the Mario Brothers theme. Na 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 na. I did that. We got to do it. Me and Shane actually had the same knock.
He actually did it as well.
He did it as well, and they put it in the game. So like his is different, but like it's almost the same as mine.
That's so funny.
So Easter egg.
I grabbed a tissue and blew my nose, then finally opened the door slightly. Just enough to see Gerard, and so he couldn't see much of me.
What's going on? Hana, what's going on?
What are you talking about? Why are you here all of a sudden?
Why are you quitting the tournament all of a sudden?
Shock went like a jolt through my spine. Of course. Should have guessed. Shane lived with Gerard, and he also pretty much hated me. I wouldn't take a brain surgeon to realize one of the first people he'd tell was Gerard. Well, about that, I hadn't had time to come up with a story either. My gaze dropped to the floor as I tried to come up with something, and Gerard made a face.
You don't want to tell me the truth?
No, it's not that. It's just that I glanced inside my room, my gaze landing on Mr. Bunny. To go home?
Hana.
Is it that apparent?
You're a terrible liar. Can I come in?
I guess. I stepped back and let Gerard into the room, my mind still spinning for some kind of explanation. Nothing. There was nothing to explain my sudden change of heart. Biting my lip, I changed tactics. Where have you been for so long?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Why haven't you been around for lunch or class or anything? Seems like you've been upset about something.
No way! No, I'm not upset. Of course I'm not upset.
He seemed genuinely surprised that I reached this conclusion. So surprised it almost made me angry. Really? Because you've been ignoring me as if you were upset? It's not surprising I reached that conclusion.
Hana, is that why you decided to leave the tournament? You thought I didn't want you on the team? That's not at all.
No. Of course that's not why. What kind of worrywart do you take me for?
You're not a worrywart?
I mean, Gerard scanned my room. Suddenly, I realized it was his first time here. I stifled the urge to smooth out my bed and hide the papers left out on my desk. Doing something like that would only draw more attention to the fact that I had something to hide.
Hana, your shelf is broken. Do you need help fixing it?
He pointed to the shelf above my desk, which still hung vertically following the destruction it wrought. No, that's fine. I crossed to my desk, trying to block the view of the broken shelf with my tiny frame. Gerard's eyes traveled from the shelf to me to the blanketed pile next to my feet.
What's that?
Immediately, tears pricked my eyes. Nothing. It's nothing.
Nothing? But you seem really sad about it. Are you sure I can't help?
Gerard was staring at me with large puppy dog eyes, all sincerity and compassion. I slid to the floor, the energy draining from me. I was just trying to help you find Princess Pumpernickel, but I pulled the blanket off the pile, grabbing the box from the top. But I decapitated her and I ruined it, and now you're going to be so mad at me, and I promised Waleed I wouldn't be in the tournament in exchange, and now it's all ruined. All the stress of the day finally caught up with me, and I started sobbing right there on the floor. I didn't want to see his face. I didn't want to see him, but Gerard pulled me into a gentle hug.
Hana, it's all right. It's okay. You don't have to feel bad. You promised to go to the tournament just to get me Princess Pumpernickel? I think that's the nicest thing anybody has ever done for me.
Really?
Is it?
Of course it is. It makes me kind of happy that you'd go so far for me. But you definitely shouldn't ever go so far for me. I'm not worth giving up on your dreams.
I just wanted to repay you because you're always taking care of me and doing things for me, and I don't deserve it at all. And that one time you teleported into the alleyway and saved me from getting stabbed by your foster brother, or whoever the fuck that was.
He's not my foster brother. He's just an asshole. Whoa, hold the phone. What? Who says you don't deserve it? Why don't you deserve it?
Memories from the past year trickled into my mind. I was cold, I was cruel, I was completely despondent. I was somebody I was ashamed of being. I'm not a good person. Gerard let out a hearty laugh, his shoulders shaking against me and jostling my head.
You're not a good person? Would a bad person try so hard to get me this figure, or to help her team win the tournament? Would a bad person have so many people around her who cared for her? Would a bad person let Mai drool all over her just so she wouldn't wake up? You're kind of silly, Hana.
Maybe. I wasn't completely convinced. Compared to Gerard, I was the Scrooge.
I promise. I wouldn't be doing so much for you if I thought you were a bad person, Hana. I wouldn't like you so much if I thought you were a bad person.
Gerard? Gerard leaned over and picked up Princess Pumpernickel from the floor, examining the box and figure with the collector's critical eye. For a brief second, his eyes shot wide, then he grinned.
I don't think you have to worry about the tournament either.
What? Why not?
This is a fake.
What?
And a really obvious one, too. For one, Princess Pumpernickel is a deep plum color, the color of royalty, not this delicious-looking brown shade. Also, her crown is gold, not silver.
But... Waleed.
But here's the thing. You made a deal for the real bona fide Princess Pumpernickel, didn't you? See what I mean? You don't have to keep your end of the deal. Waleed didn't keep his.
Do you think so?
Huh. More than just so. I'll make sure of it. Waleed!
Gerard, my hand in his, shoved open the cafeteria doors and bellowed out into the busy room.
Yes?
Waleed's eyes slid from Gerard to me and realization dawned across his face.
Oh. Come with us.
The cafeteria was still and silent as Waleed scooted his chair out from the hidden block table and crossed to us. Gerard opened the door for him and we stepped out into campus.
I think you know why we're here. Yes, I think I do. I just want to let you know that since your Pumpernickel figure was a fake, Hana is not obligated to follow her side of the deal. I can't believe you do something like this.
What?
Fake? It's not a fake. Yeah, whatever. Of course it was a fake. Princess Pumpernickel's figure is supposed to be purple.
What?
What? But... Psh, you should just come clean. I already know. So what's the point of pretending you didn't do it now? But I really thought.
While he dusted the ground with his shoe, Gerard sighed.
Hey, Hana, I'm gonna leave this up to you. You were the one he victimized, so it's up to you of how you want to deal with it. We can tell the others, or we can ask Waleed to leave the tournament, or, well, how do you want to do this? So, Alex, this is a pretty critical decision.
This is how I get the tournament points that I need, right?
I'm not sure. But all I know is that you want to try your best. What would I do personally?
What would you do personally?
If you knew me, knowing me, what do you think I would do?
I think that you would probably forgive him. That's what I think.
Yeah. So if Hana is not only trying to appeal to herself, but appeal to Gerard, what do you think you're gonna pick?
I don't know. I like all three of these are like not wrong answers.
I will tell you that 2 of them will heavily change what's going to happen.
I feel like the thing to remember in this situation is that it's not just Hidden Block v Normal Boots situation. Because in reality, Hidden Block and Normal Boots are like buds.
Right. So
I think that knocks out the middle one.
Sure.
The middle one is like, you know, tattletaling. The top one is like fair to Waleed, but it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really matter because he tried to get me to leave the tournament anyway by playing with my emotions. So I think the answer is to forgive him, take the high road, WWJD.
Great.
You know what I'm saying?
Do it.
Let's
I forgive you.
What?
You do, Hana?
What?
Yeah, you do?
I'm taking a page from your book, Gerard. There's no need to be meaner to anybody than we have to be.
I'm not so sure.
I'm not so sure. I guess, but
All right.
thank you, Hana. Thank you so much. I guess we'll see you in the tournament tomorrow then. I guess so. Thanks for hearing me out, you guys. It's no problem.
It was only right. Waleed stared from me to Gerard. A small wind blew, stirring up leaves from the ground.
Honestly, I kind of hope you guys win. You deserve it.
And then he was gone. Finally, the day the tournament dawned. The day that was so important we were willing to throw away almost everything for it. So important that we sacrificed parts of ourselves just for the chance to succeed. I shook the thoughts out of my head. Why was I being so dramatic this morning? It was just a single event. Sure, it decided whether I joined the Normal Boots Club or not. With a sigh, I pulled on my uniform. Honestly, I was glad that I was almost over. I stepped out into the fresh spring air, taking a deep breath. My event was one of the first, so I had to be there earlier than most. I set my shoulders and stared across campus. Real quick, I'm just gonna hit that 15, nice and clean.
15.
Clean bean machine.
But it's the day of the tournament.
Dr. Robotnik's mean clean bean machine.
Let's see if you do it.
The arcade at which the tournament was being held was much smaller than I expected. Also, it's one of the camera angles from Five Nights at Freddy's. I felt like I'd find some kind of convention, but instead it was a small local arcade filled with machines. Smaller rooms split off, which were probably where the individual competitions would take place throughout the day. A few people milled about the space, generally older folk in their 20s and 30s. I glanced at the agenda in my hand and made my way to one of the back rooms. When I entered the competition room, I found 2 chairs on an elevated platform, a computer and projector sitting between them. Ian sat in one of the chairs looking bored out of his mind. Ian!
Hey.
It's about time you showed up. I was starting to get worried you died.
Comic Sans, you guys. Oh, it's sweet of you to be concerned.
Is it?
Yeah. I got into the chair next to him. A man came over to me to check my name and club affiliation. I said I was a member of the Normal Boots Club, a small surge of pride making me sit up straight as I did. There were chairs lined up for the people to watch us compete, and to my surprise, the entire room soon filled. I searched the crowd to find the guys. There they were. They came to support me. All of them.
Chris. Chris. Every time he shows up on screen, every fucking time.
Save our gracious
Never
I
stop.
smiled, excitement flooding through me, and then was struck with terror. There was nothing like the threat of failing in front of all the people you cared about. As I stared worriedly into the crowd, a blur of movement caught my eye. Waleed was sitting with the rest of the Hidden Block Club, looking distinctly uncomfortable. I lifted a hand and waved to him. He returned it half-heartedly. We sat together, neither of us making any form of small talk, until finally the lights around us dimmed and the projector started up, the main menu of Dumby Doom's Revenge on screen. It was time to start. As the MC began his introduction and explained the rules of the game, Ian turned to me, a smirk on his face.
Sure you're ready for this?
Yeah. To be honest, I didn't feel at all confident.
Ready to go?
The man turned to us. It was Xander Mobus. Ian nodded while I squeaked.
Fox, then 3, 2, 1.
Greninja.
Start, go!
The game began. I immediately clicked to fill my screen with 2 extra lines of blocks. Ian began working with what he had. I frantically started to line up pairs, my fingers fumbling as I did so. I kept missing by a block or two, unable to control where the cursor was landing. Come on, Hana. Finally, I was matching things, but Ian was already comboing. I listened as the game counted his combos, Dumbadoom doing little flips at the top of the screen.
2, 3, 4 combo, 5 combo, 6 combo.
I tried to tune the voice out. It was a mistake to have added those rows in the beginning. I started trying to clear any blocks I could, regardless of whether it gave me any advantage against Ian, just to get them out of my screen.
Incoming,
Ian's blocks fell on my side of the screen. Adrenaline flooded me. As I fumbled around the bottom half, trying to get rid of my tiny combos, the blocks hit the top of the screen. No! Then I saw it, a combo, all nice and prepared at the top of the blocks, connecting to Ian's combo wall. If I could just put those in order, I might still have a chance. But I was so nervous, I couldn't get the cursor to line up properly. It was too far left and too far right, then...
Game over.
I lost. I crawled off the stage. Ian accepted his medal with a polite smile, then shot me a look. He didn't need to tell me what he was thinking. He was disappointed. I didn't want to win so easily. That's what he wanted to say. I hung my head and walked out of the room, unable to bear looking the Normal Boots Club in the face.
Hana!
I flinched. Before I even made it a few steps in the main arcade, Gerard was by my side.
Oh, hey, you did the best you could. Don't worry so much about it.
I guess so. I just feel awful. What if you guys don't win because of me?
Well, my event's next. I'll make sure to win it, and then you won't have to worry.
Right. Thanks, Jirard. Jirard stepped towards the next room, then turned back to me.
Aren't you coming?
Right. Jirard and I stepped into the main arcade room, searching for his event spot.
We were lucky your event was the first one.
Really? Why?
I wouldn't be able to see your event if it was any later.
Gerard and I stepped into a rather small, almost closet-like room. 2 separate TVs were hooked up to old Nintendo 64 boxes. Jeff sat in a chair in front of one TV set, watching the game's intro sequence, something about backpacked birds, play on repeat. Aside from those chairs, there was little room to sit or even stand to watch them.
That's not surprising. Jeff and I will probably be here for a few hours. Our event will be the last to finish up.
What?
A few hours?
Complete it.
Well, more like several. At least 6. Complete it.
6?
Hey.
Hey, dude. Ready to get the show on the road? Just about. Good. Because I'm not about to go easy on you.
Right.
Right. I'm not going easy on you either. You're not planning on watching the whole thing, are you?
Of course. I want to watch you play and support you.
Really?
Really? Are you sure? It's going to be a long event. I don't want you to get bored.
I'm sure it won't be that bad. Thousands of people tune in every year to watch SGDQ. Gerard and Jeff took their seats. In a few minutes and with almost no ceremony, the MC counted down and the event started. At first, it wasn't that bad. I was on the edge of my seat watching Gerard take the lead in the first level. Jeff exploited a glitch that allowed him to skip to the second level first, so he was the lead. Then Gerard did a different glitch that allowed him to jump to the fourth level without collecting things in the third. I marveled at each new jump, glitch, and show of skill, from the precise timing to the multitude of level restarts and other glitches they exploited just to make it possible. Slowly, the day wore on. Occasionally, other members of the club would pop their heads in to see how things were going.
Still happening?
Still going. After a while, Jeff and Gerard started narrating their moves as if they were giving some kind of performance. My eyes slowly drooped. They couldn't be going on much longer after all.
Hana!
What? Huh? What happened? Is it over?
Not over. We're at the halfway break.
Halfway break?
I told you didn't have to watch.
No, I have to. At this point, this is war.
If you say so. While you're doing the battle, have this.
He put a small water bottle and a wrapped sandwich into my hands. This is...
Lunch. Don't forget to take care of yourself.
And then he was back into the game. Was that like a Beard Bros sandwich? Canon?
I don't know. It is now.
That sandwich had a beard. And sunglasses.
Boom, baby. Heck yeah, I did it.
I jolted to alertness. Gerard stood with his arms raised to the sky, Jeff sitting in disbelief at his side.
Hold on, just for reference. Boom, baby.
Look at that face.
Is a reference to Beer Bros.
Yeah.
Boom, baby. Boom, baby. Look at that face. Look at that face. Chris, play that clip.
Look at that, baby! Look at that!
baby.
Look at that!
Look at that face. Look at that face.
Look at that
Boom,
face.
baby.
That's a beautiful
Boom.
face.
Look at that
Wow,
face.
that's a
Look
really
at that
dangerous
face.
face.
All right, we're good. I've never seen the exploit before. How did you... Oh yeah, I found it myself. You discovered a new exploit? Hey, I had to give you a run for your money somehow.
Gerard, you did it! I ran to Gerard, but the MC just glared at us.
Would you please move to the next room? We have the tournament results to announce.
Already?
We were the last event to finish up. Come on, let's go.
Just before we left the room, Gerard glanced back at Jeff.
Man, aren't you coming?
Together, Jeff, Gerard, and I met up with the others in the main room.
Look at that face. Man, that took you forever. Could you be any worse?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Don't give me that, Shane.
Finally, the MC climbed on stage. It was time to learn who won.
And the winner of the 2015 South-Southwest tournament is... the Hidden Block Club.
I groaned, but the sound was drowned out by Hidden Block's sudden high-pitched wailing.
So, Alex, you were short by 5 tournament points.
Fuck that. There's no way to know.
So, unfortunately,
What? You're not going to have sex with me because I lost the tournament?
the best ending is now out. So now you're gunning for good ending.
I don't care. I'm going to get that puss.
You can't
awful.
officially get it.
It's awful. Watch me get it.
You can't get
Watch me get it.
The arrangement was you getting the best ending.
No, I'm going to get Gerard. That's my goal.
No.
If
the
you thought
goal,
that
I told you when we first started.
If you thought that I cared about anything else besides getting in bed with that brown beast,
you're not going to get in bed with me.
watch me. Watch him swing.
No, what I'm telling you is that, okay, look, in the good ending,
Uh-huh.
never mind, let's keep playing.
What?
The agreement was the best ending. The best ending
I'm
is...
saying the agreement right now is that
no, the agreement is
nothing's
not,
gonna stop me.
don't renege on the agreement.
Go back.
No, we
Run
can't.
the clip. Run the clip. Run the clip.
Right.
Run the clip.
The best ending was the agreement.
Run the clip. Run the clip.
You are saying
clip.
run the clip, and we can't run
Run
the
the
clip
clip.
for you to realize. Okay, just go.
Run the clip.
If you don't get the best ending, you buy me a fucking goddamn pizza.
But then if I do it, you have to buy me a pizza. Guys, if I get in bed with Gerard, I win, right?
Right. You know
That was
what?
the clip. That was the clip.
No, go, please, hurry up.
They piled onto the stage, taking the trophy from the MC and mosh pitting around the poor, frightened man. Waleed grabbed the microphone.
Huzzah! Hey guys, thanks for all the help and support. It means a lot to us.
Oh. The car just like stopped short. As a group of teenage girls next to me screamed, I locked eyes with Waleed up on the stage. Now that he won, and now that it was all over, did he feel happy? Was it worth it? I wanted to go up there and ask him, but Waleed handed the microphone back to the MC and crept into the heart of the Hidden Block mosh pit. I turned to Gerard, eyes on the floor. Guess I'm not joining the Normal Boots Club anymore. Ha ha ha. Fancy that.
I'm sorry, Hana, but maybe it's for the best.
What?
The tournament and everything always made you so stressed out, but it's not the end all to be. It's not the be all end of life. You're worth more than this tournament is. Don't forget that.
Gerard.
Speaking of, I have something to show you.
What are you bringing me out here for, Gerard?
It's something you only see once a year. Just wait.
Gerard led me past the field's lone tree and into the shadow of a hill.
There. You see that?
See what?
That.
Gerard pointed to something hidden deep within the recess of the hill, shrouded by long weeds. Squinting, I took a closer look. It's...
Exactly.
An Asagao flower. Right. Exactly. It bloomed right here in the wild, buried in the shadows, fighting day in and day out for its survival. In fact, it took so long that people would have sworn there was no such thing here. But the truth is, the flower was blooming all this time. It was just covered up by the things around it. Despite that, it still managed to find its own path and create its own beauty. And look at it now, thriving even with all it's surrounded by.
It's beautiful.
So are you.
Gerard? He took my hands in his, a gentle breeze ruffling his hair.
Hana. Even though you aren't going to be part of Norwood's club, I still want to be around you. No, even more than just being around you. I want to be with you. I want to be like the hill that protects you, or the sun that gives you life, or something like that. Will you accept me as your boyfriend?
Gerard! Of course I will.
Fuck you, Fraser. Fraser lost his shit. You will?
Of course, you big silly.
Fuck you, Alex. All right, this is the best day of my life.
It better be.
I'll tell you what. This beats finding Princess Pumpernickel any day.
And so Gerard and I officially started dating. Despite not being a member of the club, I still hung around with the Normal Boots guys often enough. It was kind of hard not to, considering how often I was around Gerard. Like that, my first year at Asagao passed happily by. And for the first time, I was genuinely excited for what the next year of school would bring. Good end.
Yes, but it's not the best ending, Alex.
That's true, but guess what? Now you and I are officially dating, and...
Right, but let me tell you what. That's canon. There's a few things, Nick Cannon. Let me tell you what.
I'm just wilding out.
The best ending involves you actually getting some. But here you don't get any.
You're telling me... Hold on. You're telling me that if I get the best ending in this game, Hana and Jirard have sex with each other?
No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that you do get something.
I did. I got a boyfriend. It's
Right.
not all about kisses and hugs. Life isn't all about kisses and hugs, kids.
In anime games, it is about kissing and hugs.
Guys, life's not about kisses and hugs.
Start the
Play the clip.
play the
play the
end
clip.
sequence so we can keep going.
Play the clip.
And kiss and hug.
If there's a good ending, that's fine. That was a nice clip.
Just go.
All right.
So, this is the end of Asagao Academy.
We did it.
We reached the
We
end.
made it.
But there's a couple of things, Alex, that we never figured out.
Okay.
We never figured out.
How to get a fucking Princess Pumpernickel doll.
Yes, we never figured out
How to slip it in.
why I was distant.
Right.
We didn't figure it out. A couple of different things. So, next time on Beer Bros, we're going to do two things. We're going to replay the game again,
Quickly.
but quickly. So, now ultimately, Alex, you almost got the best ending.
I feel like I made like one key decision, which was getting fucking food at the convention center that ruined my whole shit. But that's the problem with fucking dating games in general, is that like they just trick you. You're supposed to play them more than once. Like there's no way I could have done this perfectly and like used context.
You were
boosted.
close, though.
I know. I did my best, but like there's no way that I could have done it based on like context clues or anything. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. You have to like, what's that movie with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt? Live, rinse, live, die, repeat. What's it called?
The end of tomorrow.
Kill a Kill. Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Shout outs to Creeps McPasta, aka Professor Sycamore.
So next time on Beer Bros, we're going to do two things. Alex is going to play the game in super quick mode, and then I'm also going to show what happens when you complete the game with everyone. There's a special
We're going to watch
ending.
the ending. Secret
Yeah.
ending.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the plan. Alex, your overall thoughts on Asagao?
I thought it was like it far exceeded my expectations.
Yeah.
I thought that it was going to be kind of like a little joke game, but it's very, very deep and well written, and I like felt for the characters. I was very surprised at how much I liked Hana and Mai.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you'd think they would be like sort of like the least important part of the game because of all the other guys in it that the game's about, but I actually liked them maybe more than any of the normal Boots guys. Like, I thought their relationship was like more honest or something.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's just always torturous because it's a dating game that you have to like make those just like decisions where you have no idea what's going to happen. It's basically like rolling dice. But you know, whatever. Like I want to play it again. Like I'm really excited to go watch the episode.
Well, to be fair, when you watch the episode, you'll be disappointed.
Well, I'm not going to watch the episode till we film the bonus episode for this.
We're going to film right afterwards.
Yeah.
It's going to be real easy.
Yeah.
But what I meant to say is the Completionist episode only focuses on my route. So it does not discuss... it discusses the hidden routes that are in the game, but it does not discuss anyone else's route. It does show footage from the other routes, but for the sake of the game, I didn't want to spoil the game
Completely.
Like, I could, and it would have been a 45-minute video, but I wanted to give people a reason to go play the game.
Too many routes.
Too many routes.
Yeah.
So I only discussed all of my routes.
Righteous.
So next time on Beer Bros, we're gonna play the best ending and then the complete ending.
See ya in the bonus features,
Bro. Later, man.